Hi there, people. This is Pranav, and I'm up for another game of Pick a Random Fragrance and check it out with a first impression. So here's my box of sample. Yet again, here are the samples. I noticed that it's like unfair for some of those samples because they're much smaller, and then I do not pick them as much. Here we have Terralba by Masque Milano. So this is a sample. I've already done, I think, a first impression of that fragrance, so this is not going to be like a first impression, but I do not really remember how it smells like. Without further ado, let's get to it. Yep, so I'm gonna do 2 sprays, one on each side. Getting some air in. All right. Smells really good, very classy. Very earthy, like it said. It's Terralba, so Terralba. There's terre, which in French is earth. So it's earthy, very classy, very elegant, very high-end smelling. There's kind of a pepper note in there. There's probably iris or something. I actually have like the little thingy with the notes on, so I could read some of the notes and see if it. Yeah, there's no iris at all. So the head notes, which are the top notes, in other words, clary sage, lemon, and green tangerine. Does this smell like overly citrusy? Not really, in fact. I think it's kind of a deal. Like in Terralba, there is this citrus note that comes off a lot, but it's not a really citrusy type fragrance. But this one is even less citrusy. Okay, so the lemon and green tangerine, like I can see the green, but the tangerine, it's not that prominent. The heart notes: myrtle, thyme, curry leaves, and everlasting flower. Um, there is like actual florals in there that I can pick up. It smells like flowers a bit, but not that much. It's not a big note. Thyme, well, yeah, it does match what I thought. It's probably what gives off that kind of a peppery, smooth peppery vibe. It's not like a real pepper note, but it's like a thyme note, which is has a bit of like the aromatic element to it. And there's curry leaves, so it's spicy-ish, and it's still leaves, so it's leafy green. Um, I would have thought like something like tobacco leaves, something like that. But yeah, and the base note, lentisk, which I really don't know what it is, juniper, cypress, and cedarwood. So a lot of like the cypress and the cedarwood are like coniferous notes. Do they show off like a lot of coniferous woods in that fragrance? I don't really think so. I think that yes, there is probably something alongside coniferous notes, but more in a green, earthy way than in an actual, um, doesn't smell like a lot of fragrances that smell like pine or cypress or even. But the cedar wood, I can agree because it can kind of gets in a little earthiness too. Um, very very nice. Um, like and yeah, there's it's like tons of woods. Um, I don't see any like actual very earthy, vetiver type notes in there. Um, Not even patchouli. So I think that it gives off that earthy vibe on purpose. It's called Terralba, which I might think has something to do with earth, because of Terra. Uh, but I could be wrong. Maybe it's like Italian, and I don't remember what it stands for. But yeah, and the clary sage, it doesn't come off as a like the clary sage on the top note doesn't come off as a clean clary sage. Okay, so there's different types of usage for clary sage. We often see it like in designer fragrance, like the clean type of clary sage. Now it's more of the dirty, earthy type of clary sage, which probably is the main note around there, the clary sage. But it's not dirty. It's very classy, but it's not a clean classy. It's like an elegant, splendid fragrance, but with earthiness, with depth. Not as easy to wear, but also not as it's not an oud super intense fragrance, and I don't think it projects that much. It just gives off a really nice aura um, around you. So I do think that this fragrance is an excellent one. Um, I think, and there is something that gives off kind of an iris vibe. It's not like completely powdery, but it's got that mid roundness to it. But I bet it's the flower, like the everlasting flowers, something like that. I don't really know what everlasting, like, I don't even recall what everlasting flowers are. So, yeah, Terra Alba, great fragrance. Smells very classy, very good. I think it's a very good fragrance overall. It's Masque Milano, so I mean, I don't know the actual price range for that fragrance, but I might expect that it's pretty pricey. It's looks like a real, niche fragrance kind of a vibe to it, and I think that there's like a thing going on with like the brand, that it's like there's circles, kind of like the circles of hell with their fragrances, and they get from really really easy to wear to super intense and completely destructive. um, and I think that this one is actually on the first one, so it's an easy to wear fragrance for them. I think it's still like it does seem that it's easy to pull off. It's just that it's an earthy type fragrance, a classy type fragrance, an elegant type fragrance for like high end situations. But I think that the more you go in their circles of things, they get deeper and deeper and more unique and more unique. So this one is like, oh, we've made something that you've actually can wear, and it's easy to wear, although it's got something that's interesting going on, but it doesn't have the personality of their further fragrances. That's what I thought. I think I read that somewhere. I'm not sure. I'm not even sure. Um, they seem like they're pretty pricey, but if you like them, save up, and it's an amazing fragrance. I think it could definitely pass as like a kind of a Guerlain fragrance for like nice, classy, elegant situations. That's my take on it. Um, very easy to wear in fall and winter. Perhaps not as easy in summer, but pretty easy to wear in summer too. Just don't go crazy on the trigger. Very nice for evenings. Not as day type fragrance, but still completely wearable during the day. Um, yeah, so spread love and spray love. Bye bye.